Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Patel. So the circle topics are the ones we've covered in class, and we've now moved on to taxes as of yesterday. I'm going to do a little bit of a review and a little bit of new information. So yesterday we talked in detail about how to read a pay stub. Just the big points I want you to remember is that your gross wages are how much you're making before taxes are cut. Deductions are the different taxes that are cut, for example, Medicare tax, Social Security tax, federal tax, and state tax. Other deductions can include other plans that you're part of, like health insurance, dental insurance, and a retirement plan. And then when you subtract your gross pay minus all of the deductions, you're left with your net pay, which is how much money is direct deposited into your checking account, if you have direct deposit set up through your work, or if you receive an actual physical check, that's how much your check will be for your net pay. So the key point that I want you to remember again is that from each paycheck, money is taken out or withheld for federal income taxes. So for this person, $90 is being withheld for federal income taxes for this pay period in this paycheck. If at the end of the year more money was taken out than what you really ended up owing, you're going to get a refund after you file taxes. And if less money was taken out than what you really owe, then you're going to have to pay when you file your taxes. So then the question is, what determines how much money is withheld in federal taxes from each paycheck? How did that number of $90 come about? Well, we talked about this form yesterday too, called the W-4 form. You fill this out every single time you start a new job. You can also ask to change any information at any time by asking your employer for this form. The only two steps that are required are step 1, your first name, last name, address, and social security number, and step 5, your signature. Other things that you could fill out depend on your circumstances. So step 2 is if you have multiple jobs or a spouse who works. Step 3 is for if you have children. Step 4 is if you want to make any other adjustments to the number, that dollar amount that's withheld in federal taxes. If you want it to be a little bit more, this would be the place where you could write it, that I want $25 more withheld. And the only reason people would do that is to make sure that they won't owe any money when they go to file their taxes, that enough money is being held in their paycheck. But only steps 1 and 5 are really required. All right, then comes the time of filing taxes. So how do you file taxes? Well, first you need another form called the W-2. Your employer has to give it to you by January 31st of every calendar year. This is what a W-2 looks like. I'm going to walk you guys through it. So first you have your employer's name, the place where you're working. Then you have your own name and address information. Then from all of your paychecks and pay stubs, the entire total amount that you made that year, that's what goes in these boxes. So this person made $14,450 in wages at Scoops Ice Cream for the entire previous year. Then you have a little summary of how much in total all taxes were withheld from your paychecks. So totaling up all the federal income tax, Social Security tax, Medicare tax, that's how much was taken out in full for that entire calendar year. Then down below, the same thing except for state income taxes and then local income taxes too.